Yo, what's good? Here's my spoiler review for episode 5 of Game of Thrones House of the Dragons. This episode was called We Light the Way. And this episode is basically everything setting up on the chessboard to get to this future jump that we're going to do with the next episode. Here we got the Princess Relaena and her father who's going to the Velaryon Isles, or whatever you want to call that, place that they haven't traveled to far on a boat, where he's getting sick on the boat and stuff like that. They travel there, and that's where she goes and figures out that who her well, I guess she already knows him by this point, but she goes and meets up with her future husband, and they kind of get together and talk things out about their relationship. In this episode you find that this dude is gay, and he's kind of doing this marriage thing because it's his duty as the prince or whatever he is to Velaryon, and this is something he has to do, and they're connecting their families together again and getting all that coming up. You also have his father, who's kind of going back and forth verbally with the king here and there. He didn't go see him when the king arrived, and the king is getting more and more sick. He's sick off the boat. He's coughing up during the whole episode. I really enjoyed all that stuff, and just how, it was just subsets of just a little bit of kind of, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? And stuff like that. I really enjoyed that. But like I said, I did enjoy a lot of what that conversation between the princess and the Velaryon boy, and just, that kind of that teenage thing of, I like you, but I don't really like you. I like you as a friend, but we got to do this, so it is what it is. I would also say that his boyfriend in this episode was really interesting, especially when you got towards the end of the episode and how he talked to Sir Christian Cole, and that's that whole story that went on with him. What else? This episode also dove into the queen and her family lineage with the Hightowers, and how her dad tells her, like, yo, watch yourself and stuff like that, and that if you don't try to figure things out, the princess is going to end up becoming queen, and she can't handle things, so she's going to have to kill your son because he's going to be next heir if she's not around and stuff like that. So and that people of the kingdom is not going to accept her, so they're going to want your son to be king. So that was really interesting, and it led to her questioning Christian Cole, and he's off of the ship where he gets into this kind of argument with the princess, and everything that's going on between them on the ship. And it's like, for me, I was like, I really enjoyed that the Princess Relaena, she took the stance of like, yo, this is my dream. This is what I want. I want to be heir. I want to do this stuff. And the relationship that I have with you is cool, but nah, you can be my dude on my side chick, basically. But I want this job. I want the rule and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that, and how he's just depressed about it through this whole episode. And then, like I said, once he gets with the queen, he kind of snitches on himself about him and her relationship and stuff like that. So that was really, really interesting in that part of the storytelling. And like I said, with the queen, it was interesting that she's still searching for some questions, some answers for her questions and everything. And especially when you get to her and Christian Cole, and he snitches on himself with that, and how she takes it. And you can tell that she thought one thing was happening, and it turns out to be another thing. And now she kind of has some confusion about her dad being let go, especially now you find out that something did happen, but it wasn't the way that it was, and stuff like that. All that stuff was really interesting. But this episode really dove down to that pre-wedding they had, to where the Velaryon people are there. Before I talk about that, the Randolph, little finger type dude in here with the cane and stuff, he was very funny and just conniving, and just all what he was talking to the queen, especially when they got to the wedding and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that. But back to the wedding itself, I enjoyed the pageantry of it all. I enjoyed the music, the dancing and stuff like that. That was really great. But the real part of it was the queen showing up late. She's showing up in a green dress, so that's kind of symbolism for things here. You got the Velaryon people coming in, and his brother Damien coming in, so it's setting all this tables for everything. The princess goes to dance with the Velaryon boy, and you got his boyfriend and Christian Cole kind of having a really heated conversation, and it takes Christian Cole's mind somewhere else and kind of breaks him and stuff like that. That leads to him beating the shit out of the boyfriend at the end of the episode. You also had Damien kind of having this visual showdown with the princess, and her kind of bucking up to him as well, and then the king as well, just chewing at pieces of chicken. Like this whole episode was just really wild, and just how they were putting these characters together, how they were emphasizing a lot of what they were doing with each other. I really was enjoying that. And then when, after the boy gets beat, and they just rush the wedding at the end, the king falls off. Like, man, I really enjoyed a lot of that. Like I said, there were things that I didn't love in this episode. Like I said, the queen, I'm not a fan of the actress. She's doing fine, but she's just like the lowest level of the acting skills to me here. Um, like I said, I love her character though. I love what their story they're telling with her. I wish that we got more out of Damien's wife. We had a big scene with them, and he kills her. But I did love her character coming up to here. That was very interesting. What else was there? Yeah, I can't think of a lot more besides some nitpicky stuff. Like it's the people who I would have loved to see more of. I would love to see more of the boyfriend. His character seemed really dope, and we just kill him off towards the end. But I enjoyed this episode a good amount. Like 4 out of 5, man. I thought that they did a really well job telling a story here and just bringing everything up to this future jump. It's gonna be sad to see the young Relena go away. I thought that she's a really good actress, and I'm like, put her in more stuff, man. She's really really good. I'm not sad to see the young queen go away. She can get rid of her. I do want the king. I'm kind of done with him. I think maybe one more episode of him, but I'm kind of done. I want to see them advance that forward and actually see what it's like. If you're going to make them grow older, let us see what it's like for that. But yeah, that's my review of episode 5, House of Dragons, We Light the Way. It was a good episode. Can't wait to see what they do with this next one and how this future jump is going to be. That's going to be really interesting. But I'm out of here. Peace.